Tonight, it's all about the quarterfinal rounds in both the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. Up first, we are going to see Liv Morgan taking on the EST Bianca Belair. Also, here tonight in the Queen of the Ring tournament, Alexa Bliss goes one-on-one with Rhea Ripley. And of course, we can't forget about the King of the Ring tournament. In our first quarterfinal match tonight, Rusev takes on Penta. And in our main event, it's the WCW Television Champion LA Knight taking on the Viper, Randy Orton. Liv Morgan already in the ring. Bianca Belair on her way out. Liv defeating Natalya in round one. Bianca had to get past JC Jane. Let's look at the updated brackets. We saw earlier this week on Raw, Becky Lynch and Jordynne Grace advancing to the semifinal round. Two matches here tonight. We will see who joins Becky and Jordynne. And up first, it'll either be Liv Morgan, last year's Queen of the Ring, or it's going to be Bianca Belair. This one is underway, and Bianca with a spear to get things started here. And then delivering a moonsault off the top rope. And the EST in control here. Like we said in round one, Bianca defeating JC Jane. Liv Morgan gets her knees up. She had to get past the veteran Natalya to punch her ticket to the quarterfinal round. And Liv would like nothing more than to try to become a back-to-back Queen of the Ring. She's got to get past the EST to even make it to the semifinals. Oblivion. Liv hooks the leg. And Bianca kicks out at 2. And now Bianca, as Liv rolls out to the floor, Bianca goes to join her. But kick to the midsection from Liv Morgan. And now Liv back in control. Liv gets Bianca up and sends her to the ring steps. Liv back in the ring now. And the referee making his count up to 6. But Bianca back in the ring. And right off the bat, I don't know if maybe Liv kind of thought that maybe Bianca was going to be a little slow to respond. KOD grabs the leg and only gets a 2. Gets Liv back up. And a block from Liv Morgan. Another kick to the midsection. And delivers a punch to the face. Goes for the cover. And Liv Morgan is moving on to the semifinal round later this week on Thunder. She will take on either Alexa Bliss or Rhea Ripley. Next, we've got our first of 2 King of the Ring quarterfinal matches. Out first, the Bulgarian brute Rusev. His opponent, Penta. Let's look at the updated King of the Ring brackets. Gunther, who had a bye, he is in the semifinal round. He will be taking on Bronson Reed on the WWE side. Who will join those two in the semifinal round later this week on Thunder? Rusev, who, not in his words, he would probably completely disagree with what I'm about to say. Sort of an upset victory as he defeated Damian Priest in round number 1 of the King of the Ring tournament. Defeated him with an accolade, and then after the match, decided to humiliate Damian Priest a little bit more and applied a second accolade to his fallen opponent. Penta defeating Jimmy Uso in round one. And again, if you were to ask Rusev, he knew he was going to win that match, but a lot of people had Damian Priest on their brackets to go, maybe not the distance, but to at least go a couple of rounds in this tournament. But Rusev able to pick up the win. Penta with the cover. Only gets a count of one. Now Penta with a springboard leg drop. And now he goes up top and comes down on the midsection of Rusev. Gets him back up. Now looking to take him to the ropes. And Penta with a chop to the chest of Rusev. Rusev sent into the corner. Looks like he got a block there. As now we are seeing some offense from Rusev here finally. And drops Penta down on that top rope. And wait a minute here. Damian Priest out here now. And Rusev, he wants Priest to come down here to the ring. You got to pay attention to what's going on here, man. From behind, Penta with a Penta driver. Damian Priest likes the sight of that. Now Penta tossing his glove. Sends Rusev into the corner once again. And a Mexican Destroyer hooks the leg. And Penta is your winner. He's moving on. And you know he will have his eye on tonight's main event to find out who he will be facing on Thunder. Now we've got our final Queen of the Ring quarterfinal match. And out first, it's Alexa Bliss. Alexa, who defeated Julia in round one. She will be taking on Mommy. Mommy is here. Rhea Ripley. And Rhea defeating Sol Ruca in round one. We know that Liv Morgan victorious earlier tonight, but let's look at the brackets as they stand now. It's down to Rhea and Alexa. Who will be the final woman to make the Final Four, make the semifinal round of the Queen of the Ring tournament? Here we go. And Rhea Ripley with the early advantage. Obviously, a big size difference here between Rhea and Liv. And definitely a strength advantage as well. Rhea, one of the strongest women on either roster here in the Open Mic universe. Rhea with a quick cover. Gets a 2 before Alexa able to kick out. But even though Alexa is small, she is very resourceful. And so Rhea's definitely going to need to be aware and cognizant of that. Rhea going to the second turnbuckle. She wants Alexa up, delivers a double axe handle to the head of Alexa Bliss. Now Rhea going up top all the way this time. Frog splash, hooks the leg. And Alexa at 2 3/4 gets her right shoulder up. Rhea can't believe it. Again, don't underestimate Alexa Bliss just because of her size. And now Rhea, this is not good. Rhea's got the Prism Trap locked in, and Alexa tapping out. Rhea Ripley will face Liv Morgan on Thunder, and the winner moves on to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament at Bash at the Beach. Now it's time for our main event and the final quarterfinal match in the King of the Ring tournament. Out first, the WCW television champion, LA Knight. Let's take one more look at the King of the Ring bracket. We saw it earlier tonight. Penta moving on to the final for the semifinal round, where he joins Gunther and Bronson Reed. And it's going to either be LA Knight or this man, the Viper, Randy Orton, who will join them in the semifinal round. LA Knight defeating Javon Evans in round one. Randy Orton, though, while he defeated Seth Rollins in round one, you got to give an assist to the Beast, Brock Lesnar, who attacked Seth freaking Rollins as he made his way down to the ring for that first round match. But Rollins, referee wanted to make sure he was good to go. Rollins was adamant that he was fine, and he clearly was not. We have learned since then that Seth Rollins is going to be out of action for a little while. Between that attack from Brock Lesnar and the effects of what happened in that match against Randy Orton, he will be on the shelf for a little bit. And now Orton fighting his way out of the corner. Uppercut there from Orton, goes for a cover. LA Knight able to kick out. And now Orton dropping LA Knight down on that top turnbuckle. And now taking LA Knight for a little ride. Now LA Knight taken to another corner, but Knight with a knee to the face, kick to the no. Orton with a clothesline. And now the Randy Orton stomp is on. Now Orton drops down. We usually know what this means. RKO. Hooks the leg. But LA Knight at the last second gets his shoulder up. Now Orton drops down again, but doesn't go for an RKO. Takes LA Knight to the ropes. And Knight sending Orton up and over and down to the floor. And Knight with a crossbody takes down the Viper. Sends Randy back into the ring. BFT. And Orton kicks out at 2. We've seen an RKO get kicked out of, and now a BFT. Usually when both of those moves are hit, that's the end. Now LA Knight stomping a mud hole in the corner. Running hip attack. Orton rolling out onto the floor. Now Orton sending Knight into the ropes. Power slam. And now Orton again. No RKO blocked there from Knight. Lifts Orton up. Air raid siren. Both men are down. Who will be the first to move? It's LA Knight slowly getting back to his feet. Lifts Orton up again. And another air raid siren. Now Knight out to the apron. Springboard drop kick. Orton is down. Knight going up top. And another drop kick from the top rope. LA Knight thinking about it. Megastar elbow. And the crowd behind LA Knight here. Knight with a second BFT rolls. Randy Orton over and hooks the leg. And LA Knight, your winner. And he will face Penta in the semifinal round. And the winner of that one will move on to Bash at the Beach to take on either Gunther or Bronson Reed in the King of the Ring finals. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the semifinals on Thunder.